So picture this. You just landed your very first part-time job. You've got the uniform ready, you know your schedule, maybe you've even mapped out your route to get there. But then, all of a sudden, it hits you. Are you actually ready for this? Like, what happens when you have to talk to your new manager? Or, I don't know, navigate a super tricky conversation with a customer on your very first shift? Listen, if the thought of communicating in a brand new professional environment makes you a little nervous, you are absolutely not alone. It is completely 100% normal to feel a bit out of your depth when you make that jump from the classroom to the workplace.
Welcome to today's Explainer. We're calling this the First Day Survival Guide, Workplace Communication for Teens. Essentially, we're going to build your ultimate modular toolkit for navigating the workplace. Think of this as me handing you the exact cheat codes you need to not just survive those awkward first few shifts, but to actually set yourself up for long-term career success. Because honestly, here's the secret. You could literally be the hardest worker in the room, but if you can't communicate effectively with your team, you might get passed over. So, let's fix that right now.
Here is our agenda for today. 1. Talking at work is different. 2. Mastering your body language. 3. Connecting with your coworkers. 4. Writing like a professional. And 5. Top 3 habits for success.
All right, Section 1. Talking at work is different. Shifting your delivery. You know, workplace communication is just totally different from casual interactions with your friends in the cafeteria or, hanging out on the weekend. Verbal communication isn't just about the words you choose. It's heavily about how you say them. You really need a calm, friendly, and polite tone. And crucially, you need clear volume, especially if you end up working in a noisy environment, like a packed retail store during a weekend rush or a loud restaurant kitchen. When we compare casual slang to professional responses, the difference is night and day. When you're talking to a manager or a customer, you've got to ditch slang like bet, bruh, or no cap. Just leave it at the door. Compare those to saying something like, yes, I can do that, or sure, let me help you with that. Choosing clear professional words immediately tells your boss that you are dependable, respectful, and genuinely ready to take on real responsibility.
Moving right along to Section 2, Mastering Your Body Language, Your Silent Message.
You might not even realize it, but your body sends a super powerful, continuous message before you even open your mouth. This is your nonverbal communication, and in the workplace, it is just as critical as what you say. Let's think about open versus closed body language. For closed body language, imagine crossing your arms tightly across your chest. That can instantly make you look defensive or even angry. Or imagine a manager asking you to restock a shelf and you respond while slouching or checking your phone. That literally screams that you're bored or lazy. Now think about open body language instead. If you simply nod your head to show you're listening, lean slightly forward with genuine interest, and keep your hands relaxed, well, you are silently proving to your boss and your team that you are fully engaged and ready to learn.
So the absolutely crucial point when it comes to nonverbal cues is eye contact, specifically the 3-second rule. Making eye contact is one of the most powerful tools you have in your toolkit. It shows you're paying attention, you're confident, and you're truthful. But, and this is a big but, you don't want to just stare intensely without blinking, because that makes people incredibly uncomfortable. You definitely don't want to look like a robot scanning them or a deer caught in the headlights. The goal is a natural balance. You want to aim to look at the person's eyes for about 3 to 5 seconds. Briefly glance away, maybe at your notebook, the cash register, or their hands, and then just bring your focus smoothly back.
But hey, what if you're naturally shy? Walking into a brand new job can be super intimidating. Well, here is a fantastic pro tip, a kind of secret cheat code just for you. If direct eye contact feels way too intense or just overwhelming, just look at the space right between the person's eyebrows or at the bridge of their nose. Here is the absolute magic of this trick. To the other person, it looks exactly like perfect, confident eye contact. It helps you build trust and project that much-needed confidence while completely removing the anxiety from the equation for you.
Let's dive into Section 3. Connecting with your coworkers, empathy, and trust. When you get your first part-time job, you're not just a lone wolf. You're stepping into a team environment. You're going to be working with people from all walks of life, and you need to adapt your communication style to successfully connect with them. This is where your soft skills truly shine. And the absolute foundation of this connection? It's empathy. Empathy simply means understanding a person's perspective without judgment. In a fast-paced workplace context, this is the core building block that allows you to create really meaningful connections. It creates a safe space. When your coworkers know you're genuinely trying to see things from their point of view, they'll trust you. And trust, for sure, makes every single shift run way smoother. Now, empathy goes hand in hand with two critical skills: active listening and cultural sensitivity. Imagine you're a 16-year-old on your first day, working right alongside a 40-year-old coworker from a completely different cultural background. Active listening means giving them your full, undivided attention, asking open-ended questions like, hey, how do you usually handle this task? And responding in a way that proves you actually care. It is not just waiting for your turn to speak. Combine that with cultural sensitivity, which simply means respecting those diverse social backgrounds and perspectives, and you end up preventing major misunderstandings before they even start. These skills help you bridge generational or cultural gaps, navigate disagreements constructively, and show your coworkers you truly value what they bring to the table.
Moving on to Section 4, Writing Like a Professional, the digital tool.
You might be thinking nonverbal communication is just body language, but in today's world, the digital tools you use are just as important. Now, I know email might seem a bit, outdated or overly formal to you right now, but in the business world, it is the central pillar of operations. It acts as the ultimate documented source of truth for what was said and exactly when it was said. When we compare an informal text message style email with a formal professional business email, the contrast is pretty huge. If you go into your job expecting to treat an email to your manager like a casual text message to your best friend, you are starting off on the absolute wrong foot. A professional email has clear context, an appropriate greeting, a respectful tone, and clear formatting. Taking the time to use professional email etiquette shows everyone that you take your responsibility seriously.
And finally, Section 5, Top 3 Habits for Success, your career toolkit.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground today, so let's bring the whole shebang together. We're going to synthesize all these lessons into a simple rule of 3 mantra. These are the core items you can pack into your career toolkit for that very first shift. Number 1, practice active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Actually truly hear what your boss and your diverse team members are saying. Number 2, maintain open body language. Uncross those arms, nod to show you're engaged, and use that 3-second eye contact rule to project confidence. And number 3, use a professional tone. Whether you're speaking out loud during a busy rush or typing up a quick update email, keep it calm, keep it clear, and ditch the slang. These soft skills, they are the absolute magic items you need to thrive in literally any workplace.
So, what does this all mean for you tomorrow? I want to leave you with this final thought and a bit of a challenge. Which of these communication tools are you going to use on your very first shift? You now have the ultimate survival guide. You've got the secret cheat codes in your back pocket. It is time to step into that new job with absolute confidence, build lasting trust with your new team, and put these practical skills to the test right away. You've totally got this, and you are going to be great. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.